It was a quiet morning along Galveston's coastline, the sun casting its first light across the shimmering sea as early risers took in the salty breeze. At the beachfront Palms Hotel, however, that calm was soon shattered by a desperate cry from the parking lot. Just minutes earlier, guests had noticed a stroller abandoned in the hotel's lobby. Channel Yonko, a young mother who had checked in the day before, was nowhere to be found, and her 17-month-old daughter, Hannah, wasn't in sight either. Soon, however, guests and staff were drawn outside by the horrified gasps of a passerby who had found a bleeding, motionless child sprawled on the concrete near the hotel's front entrance. Within minutes, paramedics arrived, rushing the tiny injured girl to UTMB Galveston. Despite their urgent efforts, the doctors pronounced her dead shortly after 10:30 a.m., her injuries too severe. 3 puncture wounds marked her small body, adding to the mystery surrounding her tragic fall. While officers scoured the scene, Channel Yonko was found nearby, crying and seemingly disoriented, mumbling to herself and asking for help. When questioned, she murmured something about her daughter being sick, but her words were jumbled, vague. Her sister, Mercedes Yonko, was soon located and questioned, explaining that she and Channel had come to Galveston for a short getaway. She told officers she hadn't seen Hannah with Channel that morning, though she'd assumed the baby was tucked into her sister's stroller as usual. Mercedes's testimony, however, raised suspicions. She mentioned how, earlier that morning, Channel had urged her not to return to the hotel room, saying, "Don't go back there. Just don't." The strange warning echoed in Mercedes's mind as she recounted the story to officers. With growing unease, investigators wondered what horrors that hotel room might hold. Determined to get to the bottom of this tragedy, detectives combed through the hotel's security footage, their stomachs tightening as they watched the final moments unfold. Footage from the 3rd floor showed Channel at the balcony, pushing the stroller up to the edge. In one heart-stopping moment, they watched as a small figure, a toddler, plummeted from the balcony, disappearing from view. Gasps filled the surveillance room as the detectives realized the awful truth. Hannah's fall wasn't an accident. Officers soon found more evidence in a nearby trash bin. A trash bag containing a hotel key card, a small, black-handled knife, children's sand toys, unused diapers, and snacks. Items that painted a chilling picture of abandoned innocence. Yet one item stood out, a sharp skinning knife smeared with what looked like fresh stains. With the pieces slowly falling into place, detectives confronted Channel. She sat silently, her face a blank mask as she was told about the charges. Outside, Galveston Police Chief Doug Bawley addressed the media, his voice thick with emotion as he shared the tragedy. "All children deserve to feel safe with loved ones, especially their own mother," he said. "This is a crime no one should ever have to respond to." Channel Yonko was charged with capital murder, held without bond, as investigators continued their search for answers. The mystery of her motives remained, leaving friends, family, and a city heartbroken and haunted, grappling with the unthinkable loss of a life so innocent, so young.